a couple more questions, man, because I know y'all got to tear it down tonight. And I want a few students to get to ask y'all something. I don't want to be greedy, man, greed up here. Khalil, man, y'all boy, the Mr. Telephone Man from the New Edition video. You know, he was a great inspiration to y'all. I met the guy. He was great, man. Tragedy happened in Chicago. What was going on with that, man? That was just a sad day, right?
Well, that was a strange day because, you know, we were doing a show at the Rosemont, right? The Rosemont Horizon.
Yeah.
And all day, Khalil was like happy. You know what I'm saying? And everything was flowing right. Everything was going well. And there was a discrepancy on where we were going to stay after the show. And it was the first time that we saw Khalil kind of, he wasn't sure. He wasn't sure, like, where we wanted to stay. Am I right, Dave?
Yeah,
like,
he's always the type of guy who makes everything work. He doesn't have to think too much about what needs to be done. He just normally does it. And you know, there was a discrepancy with the promoter about not paying for the correct hotel, and he tried to put us somewhere we didn't want to stay. And normally Khalil figures all those things out, but just it was weird. This one night, he just couldn't figure out what the right decision was. And before we went on stage, he came to us and asked us, you know, which hotel we want to stay in because we were going to leave in the morning. And it was like a whole different thing with routing and scheduling and whatnot. And we basically told him, you know, whatever you want to do, dude. I mean, we don't really care. I mean, you know, we're leaving in the morning. We'll just stay here. We'll leave, blah, blah, blah. So he decided to not fight the promoter and just stayed where the promoter wanted to keep us at. And, you know, after the show, you know, we all went back to the hotel. He got us all in our rooms to get ready for the next morning. And him and his partner went down to the front desk to handle all of the incidentals and everything for all the rooms. And on their way back to their rooms, when they got into the elevator, these three other guys got into the elevator. Two of them happened to work at the parking garage that was adjoined to the hotel, and the other one was just another friend of theirs. And as soon as the door closed and they started to go up, they pulled out guns and started shooting right in the elevator. And Khalil was killed, and his partner was actually shot. And if he would have moved, they would have thought he was still alive. They actually tried to rob him. They thought that they had money from the show, and they didn't get anything at all. But they wound up killing him and running down the elevator, and his partner survived. And you know, it was a bad day for us because it was not something that, you know, we expected. We were young kids at the time, and you know, all of us have our different stories about how we found out, which I don't think we really want to get into right now.
Right.
It was deep for us because he was the kind of he was one person that our families at that time relied on to take care of us, and we relied on him to take care of us. He was kind of like our father figure. So at that point, you know,
He was your road manager, right?
Without a doubt. And I knew this back. Hello, there you go. And at that point, you know, our name kind of really came into play because we kind of had to kind of grow from boys to men overnight because this guy took care of us so much in that manner that we never had to think about it. So, you know, it's just one of those tragic things that, you know, again, unfortunately is in God's plan, but without that, you know, we wouldn't be the men that we are today. So,
yeah, sorry to hear that. Khalil was a great guy, man. All right, wrap this up, man. For the ladies, man. The ladies love you, man. My wife loves you, man. But it's okay, because I love Holly Berry. But she loves you, man. You're known to date a few celebrities, man. What type of girls do Boyz II Men like? Would you prefer a regular, normal female, or would you prefer a movie star to move in the industry?
I mean, it's like, you know what? it just so happened that on the reason why I dated celebrities was basically because on the road, you know, that's all
they were around.
You know what I mean? That's all that was there was celebrities. So, you know, and you know, I'm just so happy to have, you know, great conversation. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so
wow.
You know, and and you know, look, they'll tell you, shut up. Don't play me, you know what I mean? You know, they'll tell you that, you know, most of the time we really end up being great friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking to like really good friends first, you know what I mean, before anything, and that's so how cute. It always happens, you know what I mean? But I think that honestly, in the lieu of all of my past relationships with, you know, celebrities, they didn't end up so good. So, you know what I mean? If you know, when you look at that, you recognize that there's really two different personalities there. You know what I mean? Everybody's, you know, we're all making money. You know, everybody wants to be the one. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to, you know, submit, or nobody wants to lay back in the cut. You know, everybody wants to do their thing. And I think that a regular woman, you know what I mean, a woman with a good mind, a woman with a good idea in life, a spiritual woman, a woman that has the mind state to allow God to take over and guide them in the right direction. A woman that's going to be, you know, understanding to what a man does in his life. A woman that's going to have, you know, a motherly, you know, a motherly mind state, you know, be maternal, and, you know, all of those things that you know, a woman really is supposed to embody, the virtue. I think that that's the type of woman that I would want to find and want to, you know, come in contact with. And honestly, you know, I feel like that, you know, anyone can be that, whether it's a celebrity or not. They just have to allow themselves to, you know, to be a part of that, you know, to allow God to take them there. So,
boy, this boy good. Oh man. I think me and him gotta have a battle in the city to see who can get the most. All right, fellas, man, we gonna wrap this up. Get a few questions from the students. We really appreciate y'all coming here today, from the bottom of our heart, man.
Thanks for having us.
It's just so good, man, to see people shooting for their dreams. Back in 1991, y'all at Jack the Rapper, I'm out there passing out a green tape. It's just great to see what we all have become.
Yes, sir.
And we still doing what we love the most.
Yes, yes.
We got one problem though. Every female that work in this building has asked me, well, Boyz the Man check their mics here and just do like 3 lines of a song for us? But they just drop like a verse or 6 seconds. Here you go.
It's cutting out. It's cutting out.
1, 2, 1, 2. Hey. What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
One.
Something quick.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. I'll make love to you. I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love to you when you want me to, and I will not let go till you tell me to.
That's all it takes. Thank y'all very much. That's all it takes. True talent, always ready to go, no matter what. Thank y'all very much. We want to take a few questions because these boys gotta go. Tonight, Epic Nightclub. I want to see y'all there supporting the whole live show of Boyz the Man. It's going down live tonight at Epic, y'all.